What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thrift here. Any information I am providing on today's video is based on my experience with the alpha and beta tests. Of course, WAVEN early access is coming out very soon, so if anything does change in the future, I will be sure to address that in an updated video. There is a lot of exploration and resources to acquire in WAVEN, and some of those are very limited, so you really need to make sure you understand exactly when and where to use them. So I am going to break down a few of these do's and don'ts that I would recommend for any new player to WAVEN. Don't knock the common armbands and rings you will be acquiring while fighting enemies. WAVEN's upgrade system requires you to have extra copies of that equipment, plus the in-game currency ankama to increase that level, which will increase the stats the equipment gives. It is going to be much easier to acquire these common rings and get those guaranteed stats that the items provide. You can take a look at this chart right here. This is explaining exactly how many copies of each rarity of item you would need to level up to the next level and the required currency. There is going to be a breaking point where the higher rarity rings are going to be more cost efficient, but I'm telling you right now, the chances of you getting 10, 15, or even 20 legendaries, that's going to take a few months in game. Don't waste your resources so soon leveling up a legendary ring. Stick to those common pieces of equipment, get those guaranteed stats so you can continue to progress in game. Now, where you find this equipment is pretty straightforward. From the main island selection screen, click on this button in the upper right hand corner. It's going to show you a detailed list of all of the rings, companions, and bracers that can be dropped at that location. These are also items you can buy at the island shop. The island shop is going to require a specific currency that you can acquire by defeating enemies within that island. This, once again, is another reason why you want to invest in common rings and armbands, because they only cost 50 of that island currency compared to 500 or even 1,000 for the higher rarity equipment. This is going to be your most efficient way of upgrading gear. And while you are on that island screen, you're also going to be able to see all of the quests that are available at that location. Be sure to do all of the dailies you can. This is going to be the easiest way to get currency, experience, and special chests that can provide either spells, equipment, or companions. Since we're on the topic of those chests, be sure you are on the correct character and class you wish to use these chests on. It's not as important for the equipment and companions, since those items can be used on any character and class, but for the spell chests, those are going to be in accordance to the character you are currently on when you open that chest. So if you're on a Zealor class, you're going to have Zealor spells revealed. If you're on an IOP class, you're going to have IOP spells revealed. One of the most coveted resources you will find while exploring this game are the runes, these being companion runes, spell runes, and equipment runes. These will provide additional upgrades to that piece of equipment. Most of your runes are going to come by completing the challenges at each island. They are one-time rewards, so make sure you're going to each island as you're leveling up and acquiring these runes. You can sometimes find these runes within the chests when you open them. I would personally suggest always selecting these, since this is one of the most limited resources we have in the game. I do want to take a quick minute to also mention to not upgrade every single thing you can. Don't get yourself caught into a situation where you're running out of resources constantly. I would recommend leveling up your equipment and spells first and foremost, and focus on companions lastly. Companions are pretty much just meat shields. The amount of health and attack that they will receive from one level to the next is not much for the amount of resources you're spending. Most of the time, these companions are only lasting one turn anyways, so put your money where it's going to have a much longer lasting value. And that's it for what I have for suggestions for any new player. If you have some new tips for a new player and wouldn't mind sharing them, please go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section down below. There will be plenty of new guides on the channel in the future, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and feel free to come watch me on Twitch. I will be live streaming every single day. All links will be in the description box below. And until next time, everyone, I'll see you all real soon. click on this playlist. It'll take you to all of the WAVEN videos I have made. And don't forget to subscribe to be notified of any future videos I make on the channel.